right, made it through security. Now I'm just gonna find my gate. Cool. That's my chariot. So just heard something interesting. The 737 MAX 8 that I'm about to board, it's only 24 days old. Pretty cool, brand new airplane. So, should be nice. Well, I've been in St. Louis for about an hour and I've got about another hour to go. I'll jump on my flight when it's time and then we'll be over in Omaha in about an hour, which is ridiculous because this is normally like oh my goodness, what is it? 4, 5, 6 hour drive, if not more, from St. Louis to Omaha.
We got about 8 minutes. Please go use the restroom out here at the terminal. Please don't say, hey, I'll just wait to get on the aircraft. Please don't. Okay?
All right, I'm in Omaha. It's a good flight, no problems at all. The plane had this cool paint job done on it, livery or whatever they call it, and it was like New Mexico, and so it was cool. It's different than other planes. But anyway, I am now waiting for my Lyft driver to come pick me up, and then I'll be on my way to the Walmart Supercenter where the truck is parked, and we'll check it out. All right. Thank you. Man, that's a nice car. All right, there's my Lyft driver driving away, Edgar. He was very quiet, but he drove good. And here is the car. This is my son's car. Was my mother's, and he got it. And this is the one that has the bad steering rack. And this is the moving truck. So I get to drive this bad boy all the way back. I mean, I just got off the plane from Florida. It is midnight. It is actually Monday. And yeah, hey, this is a nice big truck. So I'm gonna check all of this out, make sure my son strapped everything good. First, I gotta find the key, and I'll show you our little secret hiding spot. Probably ain't that secret. Oh, there it goes. And the key goes to this lock. And in here, I got a hunt. I got to hunt for the truck key. Wish me luck. In the truck now, and I'm gonna head out. And y'all are not gonna go too far. I mean, I can probably drive for 2 or 3 hours, but I'm gonna find the nearest Love's truck stop and call it a night. Get some sleep, get up early in the morning, and hit the road. Good morning. I had about 1 hour of sleep. Once I got the truck over to a Love's fuel station, I just rented one of their showers. It's got a nice shower, a nice hot shower. That's what I really like about them. And the restrooms are generally pretty clean, even though that one could have used something to get rid of some of the mold and the grout. But yeah, anyway, it was a nice hot shower. I laid down on the bench seat of this truck and slept for about an hour, and that's all I could do. So I've been on the road since about 2-ish, 2:30-ish. No, actually about, well, almost 3 o'clock. And it is now coming up on 7. I've made it south of Kansas City, and I'm in God's country now. This is more like home. we have it. Oh, I got in about 3:30 this morning. So roughly, in earnest, from the time I got started driving, about 24 hours. She's a big girl. So Omaha to where I'm at in Florida is about something over 1,000 miles. And the reason it took me 24 hours, some of you can say, well, I made it in 16. You're not pulling that. But what it was is I really hadn't had any sleep. I think in like 48 hours, I may have had 4. And that's when I took a stop and took like an hour nap, and then went several hours and took another hour nap. And why did I do that? Well, I just want to get back home, and I knew I could do it. So yeah, the thing about it, I didn't show you guys anything once it got dark, because one, it was dark, and the GPS took me down some of the loneliest, narrowest, horribly maintained Mississippi roads I've ever been on. I don't know why it took me that way, but I was in it. I was committed. I had to keep going, but made it. And some pretty neat little towns too. Too bad it wasn't in the daytime, because it'd been really neat to see. So that's got to come off. That's got to get emptied out, and there'll be a video, because that definitely needs to be fixed. Mailman mechanic. See you at the mailbox. I could not call myself a gearhead if I didn't at least look at this engine. This right here, folks, is a 7.3 liter. They call it the Godzilla engine, and it has an absolutely Godzilla appetite for unleaded gasoline. This is an unleaded gasoline engine. I believe it's probably the biggest unleaded that Ford makes, and it produces 450 horsepower with over 400 and something foot-pounds of torque. It is a beast. It is an absolute beast, and it has a Godzilla type appetite for the fuel. At 87 octane, I was getting 7.5 miles per gallon, but it did work. And I believe that the reason why U-Haul uses this gas engine and not a diesel, just ease of use for people driving. And just to show you, the fuel tank, it's external. It sits right here. This would normally be a diesel tank, but it has an adapter, brass adapter here, that restricts it down to just an unleaded nozzle. And so don't ever get hit here. Please don't. Diesel, a slightly different story, but anyways, modified to run this gas engine, and it did great. I mean, this thing had over 8,000 pounds of weight between what was in it and pulling the car on the tow dolly, and then the weight itself of the car dolly and the truck. So it did everything I needed it to do. The ride was rough, especially under load, going up some hills. And I mean, if I was going under, let's say 50 miles an hour, it was like bucking me the whole way. So I don't know what that was about. It was probably something having to do with the tranny or the suspension, but there it is. That engine is a beast, and I just had to show you, because I mean, it did what it's supposed to do. All right, see you on the next one.